I'll do an outtakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, away you go.
Welcome everyone to another Rough Report update. My name's Lindsay Bell, I'm General Manager of Heidelberg Golf Club. Today we're going to be catching up with Kieran McLaughlin, our Golf Operations Manager, who's going to run us through our indoor teaching facilities. A bit of a catch up now, guys. We've had renewal. It's the highest our membership's been, I think, in the last few decades. So there is limited availability at the moment for 7-day membership and of other categories. If you've got any friends looking to join the club or wanting to be a part of Heidelberg, now's probably a great time, because if it happens like we did last year, we will have we'll have to close our membership in certain categories. So never been a better time to join the club. Look into it. A few other updates we've got. You wouldn't have noticed that we've improved our short range practice facilities. Obviously with this wet weather at the moment, we've got some all-weather mats in, so which is a really good addition for warm-up before your game. We have some other developments happening in our longer range. We're going to have some improved facilities there, so stay tuned in the next month or so. We're really excited about the improvements in our members' facilities there. Probably see behind me, we're currently constructing a turf nursery to address some of the issues that a lot of you brought forward in our club survey, such as levelling tees and surrounds. Upcoming this next week, we have our really popular Christmas in July. Please ring the office or book through the website. It's always a great event. I'll pass you over to Kieran. Hopefully you enjoy our segment on the indoor training.
Hi everyone, my name's Kieran McLaughlin. I'm the Golf Operations Manager here at Heidelberg Golf Club. Today I'd like to speak to you a little bit about our indoor simulator coaching and club fitting room. I'd just like to explain the different options that are available in here, what members can come in here and do, and what services they can avail of. It really is one of the best indoor facilities in the area. We do have a lot of the best coaching, club fitting, learning equipment available in here. We'd just like to run you through what you can do in here and what you can also do along with the golf professionals, including myself, that do some coaching and club fitting here. I'd now just like to talk a little bit about the different options that you have whenever you would come in here to use the simulator. Obviously, you can play one of the 140 odd golf courses that there are available in the system software. You can also come in and do some practice. There's different options where practice is concerned. One of the practice options that I like is what's called a virtual range. You don't get, I suppose, as much technical data or information on the screen, but you do get to follow live flight of the golf ball each time. So as you can see, I don't always hit the green there, but you can track your progress, you can put yourself under a little bit of pressure, and it is quite realistic. Probably the most used practice is the standard driving range. This is the facility that gives us the most information. We can actually decide which information it displays on the screen here. You can also connect a TrackMan camera app. Anybody can download the TrackMan camera app, it's free. Just turn that on and you'll also get video footage for every golf shot that you hit. So you'll get not only all of the impact conditions, path, club face, angle of attack, whatever you would like to be displayed, but you can then go in and look at video footage. Like we all know that it can be sometimes difficult to get our kids interested in golf. They're competing with other sports and video games. There are options here for kids. This game Magic Pond is somewhere where they can combine video games and playing golf. There's not much they have to do apart from trying to hit the ball towards the screen. They may catch something, they may hit something, and it's just really a bit of fun and something that the younger kids can relate to. One of the most fun things to do in the simulator is to come down here with a few mates, pick one of the many golf courses. I think there's over 140 golf courses on the software from all around the world. Pick one of those golf courses and have a game with a few mates. You can enjoy a beer while you're doing it. It really is a bit of fun. Some of the golf courses obviously are tournament courses and they can be quite tricky, but that's part of the fun as well. This is the fourth hole at Royal County Down from my neck of the woods, obviously Northern Ireland, in and out of being rated #1 in the world. And it's a brute when you play it in real life. It's also a brute when you play it in the simulator, but it is good fun, and there's loads of options. Almost on the green, but not quite. It'd be a bit hard to imagine when you walk into this room now that it used to be the old bag storage area. The club have completely done the flooring in potting carpet. Prior to doing that, they had the floor professionally levelled. It's a mill of tolerance. So it is really true. It runs at 10.5 on the stimp meter. I don't know if it's getting quicker over time. It almost feels a little bit like it is. There's a lot of options in here. This is one of the longer putts in the hallway, but there are lots of other options. There's stroke trainer. There's also putting darts where you putt to a numbered target. But I particularly like this, where you can work on, I suppose, distance and direction. A little bit off to the right, but you can see the putt rolling really very true, and that's similar, the same in fact throughout the whole room. And the club have done a fantastic job. They've done the whole floor outside of the actual hitting area in this well putt flooring. So I'm sure you're all very aware how important putting is to the game of golf. It's very difficult to post a good score without at least putting halfway reasonable. Within the room here, a simulator room, we have got Sam Putt Lab, which is the best putting, measuring and analysis bit of equipment that there is available. It measures 70 parameters of the putting, stroke and ball launch, believe it or not. Some people liken it to a TrackMan for putting. We've got that within the room. Really what we can do is measure exactly what's going on within your stroke and start to make recommendations then as to how we can improve it. There's also a fitting component within Sam Putt Lab where we tell the system what type of putter you're currently using, from head design, neck design, length, grip and so on. We then hit a series of putts with your putter, your gamer, and it will then come back with a recommendation of what it thinks you should be using. Hopefully we then have that putter in stock, that head design, neck design. We may not have exactly in terms of it's looking for different shaft length and lie angle, but we'll be able to give you something very close, and we can then retest or remeasure and see if that shows an improvement. So you'd be crazy just to go and buy a putter off the shelf, would be my first comment. Really you should come in here, go through that process and start to test and try the putters. But also then simply, even if you're not in the market for a putter, you're looking to improve your putting, which everybody should be, come in and see us and we go through that process with you, and I'm sure you'll be impressed with what we can do. Hopefully what you've seen here today is that it truly is a multifunctional facility. There's lots of things you can come in here and do. You can come in with your kids and play some of the kids' games. You can come in and do a real serious bit of practice, or you can come in and have a few beers with a few mates and play one of the world famous golf courses. What I'm going to do now is have a little crack at the famous shot now that Cameron Smith hit at the British Open on the 17th at the old course in St Andrews. I'm probably going to show you how not to do it. Didn't go as well as Cameron should have used the putter. That's what could have happened. Look, I hope to all see you here soon in the simulator. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks, Kieran, for taking us through that indoor facility. It's a great asset for the club to have, especially during these conditions at the moment. Just a quick shout out to all the ground staff. I think we've got plenty of great feedback. Our greens are currently the quickest they've ever been in my time here. And I think the comment is actually quicker than they are at St Andrews. So we're blessed here at Heidelberg to have such good ground staff, and obviously our greens are sensational. It has been a little bit wet. We're really impressed with our drainage works and the efforts there on the 18th hole. It's really improved that hole. And you'll notice now the golf carts and the GPSing's back in action. So it's really making sure we can get you out on the course as much as possible during these times. Enjoy your golf, guys. Catch you next time.
Oh, it's so bad. I have to do that again.